don't know if this is the most amount of mods I've ever seen, but goodness gracious, we got a lot. New and updated mods have been released on the Indie Game Mod Hub today, and we have 26 total. For all platforms, we've got 47 new and 11 updates. For console only, we've got 1 new, but it's already on PC, and for PC and Mac players, we got 3 new and 4 updates. This is just part 1, which is only going to include new maps and vehicles for all platforms, since there's quite a few of those. Check the pinned comment for part 2, which is going to include all the new tools and placeables for all platforms, as well as updates and PC mods. First up today, new mods for all platforms, we have the FS09 Island. Welcome back to the Farming Simulator 2009 map. Experience farming like in your childhood, become biggest farmer on the island. Yeah, so this is a base game map for Farming Simulator 9. There's 34 fields, 2 forestry areas, a sawmill, 4 selling points, 4 production points, and collectibles. So yes, it has been brought up to the Farming Simulator 22 spec 13 years later. Absolutely incredible. Let's take a look at the PDA right here. Of course, we are on an island, just like if it was Grand Theft Auto or something like that. You can see everything around. As far as what do we got? Well, you got your bait farm, you got a yawn counter, and you've got field 22. Tell me that wheat, yes, it's ready to be harvested. So stereotypical, but I love it. Otherwise, there's really, I say not a whole lot to it. Check it out if you are ready. As far as new farmer mode goes, well, we've got the Steyr tractor, we got the Deutz-Fahr combine harvester, we've got a, well, everything else is basically what you get in new farmer mode on the European map. So, not too bad. As far as slot counts go on consoles, it's going to take up 786 slots. So you may have a bunch or not very many left, depending on what console you're playing on. Next, we've got a logging map for all platforms. This is Piney Run. They say, welcome to Piney Run. Here you can find a farm where you can do some logging. You also have a farm with animals, 3 decently sized fields, 1 with grass, so you can get all your animal feed there. You've got a good starting equipment, stone quarry, working sawmill and log sell point, oil and carpentry production. Whole map is buyable, which is great news. Rana and other forestry equipment have been edited to work with the base game. Trees and controls have been added for the tilt head motion. Also, the stone sell point and farmers market sell point have been added. The map may not be for everyone, but they do say that they hope that you find it enjoyable. Huge thank you to anyone who helped them, as they say, over the past few years to make this map. The map is dedicated to his son, Jasper. That is awesome. It's a big old logging map's what it is. Speaking of big old, you get a big old area of it too, about a quarter of the map almost, maybe even a little bit more. So they're both connected. And by the way, they're also connected with the outside of the map as well. Say the outside, the river point. So just be heads up there. How do you yawn? It's early in the morning and this is a lot of mods. Nonetheless, there you go. Let's take a look at some owned equipment. Oh my goodness. Well, we get a lot. A whole lot. We also have Piney Run modded equipment here, as you can see. So that's going to be found in your mod section. So the Piney, well, we'll take a look at it. You've got all this stuff as well. I'm not going to go over it because there's just so much going on. But let's go down here into the letter P's and see if we can find Piney equipment. Here we go, Piney Run. Boom. So here's all of the Piney Run equipment. So we have a modified truck, which looks to maybe have a little bit extra horsepower, possibly. We have the Torian, which has got some great customization for things like colors, things like that. You've also got a Ponzi Bison right here, which has got rim colors. Same thing for the Cobra. And then we've got what looks to be same thing for the Komatsu stuff as well. All of these have the tilt head mod, which is cool. And then you've got a modded Mac Pinnacle right here. Okay, so you got your different cabin options, engines, wheels. Hey, that's different. And then you've got your colors as well. All the colors, as a matter of fact. Plus, we've got one for poplar heads, a modded version of that, and a planter. That's a lot going on, man. As far as your console stuff goes, it takes up 886 slots. And another logging map, the Dark Forest, the next chapter. One thing that I'm seeing right off the bat here is you've got dirt transitioning into grass and trees that are low poly and then disappearing and some appear in high trees. I'm guessing that they have modified the view distance on here since it is a logging map. Sometimes trees will make your FPS go down, but it really hasn't done that in like a game or two. So just a heads up, you will see some very interesting visuals, but it's not a dirt map, it's a logging map. You're definitely going to see some fun stuff. Nonetheless, Shanty Boys Map Creator proudly presents, backed by popular demand, the Dark Forest, the next chapter. Beautiful overgrown forestry map for forestry and farming. Dark Forest has been available with a sawmill, animal dealer shop, and a gas station. Yeah, so here's the map. It is very, very large. It looks like it's buyable in about 5 or 6 different sections. Four sections, JK. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not allowed to count. I should never count in public. Nonetheless, we do have some interesting starting equipment as well, so let's pop down and take a look at that. So we've got a nice truck. We've got some cool forestry stuff, including the Prineth. Yeah, we did have some people talking that they would like to see Prineth tractors in the game. Well, they can be. People just need to make them. Giants are probably not going to release those on their own. You've also got a Kloss front loader and a wheel loader. You've got the front bit for the Prineth and the Flico Tipperator. And a bunch of yawn counters. I'm so sorry. Oh man, I'm so tired this morning. And then you've got some stuff that you could use with the front loader as well. As far as I can tell, the Rotna is the only thing for forestry. So you basically got something to cut the logs, to get rid of the stumps, and to haul the logs away. And that is pretty much it. As far as consoles go, well, if we bump over, we can see here that we have a slot count of 557 taken up out of the total 4,400 for me, which is on the Xbox Series X, or you may have some lower ones as well. And your last new map for all platforms today is Small Farm. This is a nice dice map. It's very nice. That's what they say. It's got a nice environment and it is only worth playing with a small vehicle. This is not something for large pieces of machinery. However, I'm sure someone will probably be able to take the entire thing and turn it into one field, and that might be fun. They say they recommend doing either lumberjack stuff or just playing, I don't know, kind of how you would like to. Basically, everything is here. It's all here. Everything you need is in one little spot. Let's take a look at the PDA. The outside block is the size of, you know, Elm Creek or Hobel. This is the size of this map. We start off with a couple little chunks. You could buy the maps or the fields just like you would expect to buy them. You've got a cow feeding robot right there, liquid manure, a sheep barn, farm silo, chickens, animal dealer, farmhouse, petrol, and then it looks like we've got, I was going to say a sell point. I don't think there's any sell points on the map. I think you need to place your own. Nonetheless, as far as slot counts go on consoles, it's going to take up 611 slots. The next section of mods today is going to be new equipment and vehicles. Now, this is not going to be tools, but this one kind of is, but I thought it was worth mentioning because, well, Marcel put it first on the mod hub. So there you go. This is the Jenz Wood Crusher, 55,000 liter capacity for things. What it does, check this out. So you put your log in here, and then it puts the wood chips into an auger wagon, which can then be augered off via a semi-truck off to the side. How cool is this? This is epic. It's 16 slots on consoles. We'll set up. We've got forestry, we've got standard, and we've got other standards. Well, just go with the forestry. It looks the best, and you have a license plate. Oh, this is so cool. Next up, the Deutz-Fahr M Series. This is a new combine harvester for all platforms. It's got 121 horsepower, variable transmission, 300 liters of fuel, 14 mile per hour max driving speed. It holds 4,400 liters inside the thingy, and it weighs 9.4 tons. It's going to be 19 slots on consoles. It is just a normal combine harvester at the end of the day. Model configuration, we've got 121 horsepower. We also have 140 horsepower and 160 and 150 and 170 and 195 and a 225. And well, back to standard again. Wheel brands include Lizard, Vrodstan, Continental, Michelin, and Midas. Design, we've got a triangle 1, which is going to add a nice little American triangle on the back, left side, right side, and then not a side. You have your design color, which changes the roof. It's nice to have that on white. And then we've got rim colors as well, which is Quite literally all of them. All right, who wants a feller buncher? We've got the John Deere 953 M feller buncher. This is from North Mining Company, as if there was any surprise here. You could change this up a little bit, doing a few things. So you basically got a normal and a raised version here as well. There's going to be 11 slots only. How they do it, I will never know. It's got 330 horsepower, variable transmission, 1,080 liters of fuel. It goes 6 miles per hour, and it weighs 37.8 tons. No, I'm not kidding. Oi, it's not a Bobcat, but it is a Bobcat. This is the Lizard Loader 863 with shovel. This is from the ARM team. They brought this over to Farming Simulator 19 as well. There, it was a Bobcat on PC and a Lizard on consoles. This was also the thing that 82 Studio flew at 1,000,000 miles an hour. Oh, that was so funny. It was a Bobcat in 17 on consoles, though, which was really funny. Anyway, regardless, it's got 74 horsepower, 94 liters of fuel, 12 miles an hour, 5.4 tons, and it is going to be 8 slots on console. We've got Trelleborg and all of phosphors. We also have Ponzi on there as well. You can change the Trelleborgs up to crawler tracks, and it looks like the Phosphor and Ponzi are not changeable. As far as design, we have clean windows and tinted windows. Design, we have without beacon. We got a little bitty beacon on the top, and then you can change the wheels red, black, and white. We also have a bucket that goes along with this as well. So it's 2,000 liters bulk crop, and it's 2 slots. And a forklift. This kind of looks like the June Heinrich forklift that we've got, but I'm not sure if it is or not. Either way, this is a Lizard S Series 25D forklift. This is a 72 horsepower variable transmission, 71 liters of fuel, 26 miles per hour. This is small, and it is quick, and it weighs 5.4 tons. If you guys are playing around on console, it's going to cost you 8 slots. Wheel brands include Midas, Nokian tires. We also have a basket on the front if you want to protect yourself. Safety warnings, we got a couple of those as well. And then main color, we have all of the above, and rim color, we actually have all of the above here as well. Yo, what about a black, all blacked out? That looks pretty good, doesn't it? Yes, it does. Next, from Eric Isaac and AgriMods, we have the Lizard Streamline, aka the skinniest Streamline. It hasn't released as a skinnier yet on PCs, but I know it was in testing, so we may see that soon. As for now, well, you got a Lizard version of it, 530 horsepower manual transmission, 400 liters fuel, 51 miles an hour, weighs 20 tons. It's going to be 23 slots as well. Very heavy there, but customization is OMG. Configuration, we got a 4x2, we have a 6x2, 6x4, and 8x4, an 8x2, and then back in again. We have different wheel setups here as well that just do all kinds of things. Just choose whatever you like. You got Continental, completely Continental on everything. Front bumper, we have plastic, we have painted, a low bumper. We have wheel designs of no hubcaps, hubcaps plus the air, hubcaps 2, air and 2, back to nada, airfoil. We've got nada, we got a deflector, we have the airfoil itself, and then nada. Rubber mud guards include short and long radio antennas, front left, front right, 2 fronts, 2 rears, and then nada. Glass color includes clear and dark glass. Protections equals no. Side protection, front grille, all of them or none of them. Streamline stickers, yes or no. You can debrand this, so that's pretty cool. Rotating lights, or beacons rather. Yes, we also have a beacon bar on there as well. Both of them, if you want to look stupid tacky. And then back in again, decorative light, yes and no. Front suspension, yes and no. You can raise and lower. And then engine setup, we have 530 and a 730 horsepower. Also going down, we have 700, 670, and 590. A lot going on there. As far as exhaust goes, standard, we have double straight, we have long barrel style. Main color includes, well, all of these, doesn't it? Yes, it does. Chrome, my man. And then fenders, all of these, chrome, my man. And then side fenders, chrome, my man. And then grid, you know, my man. What about rims? Huh. Really? My man. Every week we get a new man truck, and this week we have the Transporter. How cool is this, dude? Absolutely. So this bad boy right here, just get it out of the way. It's 26 slots. Pretty heavy on slot counts. It's got 500 horsepower, and it's literally everything. It's a man truck, and they just... Yeah, it's a man truck. Come on now. You've got quite literally everything that you would expect to see from a man truck or MAN. I apologize. It's I'm just trying my best over here. Quite literally everything you would expect, including the fact that it takes forever for customization options to happen. So just a heads up, if you're going to be using this, it is a bit tricky, at least to get started off with. So, next is the Fendt 700 Vario S4 from Moose Agrar. This bad boy right here is, well, it's kind of like all the other Fendt tractors we have, isn't it? But you know what? This is one of my favorite brands. I don't care. I love it. This bad boy, again, is going to have 141 horsepower, so a low horsepower rating for this, but it's not terrible. CVT transmission, 400 liters fuel, 31 miles an hour, 8.1 tons. 28 slots on console, so be ready for that. It's going to hit you hard. Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Midas, BKT, Vredstein, and Nokian tires make up the fun stuff. Additionally, we got the Power Plus. We also have the Pro 5 Plus, if you want to go there, and then back to Power again. Front parts, we have the string holder, we have the hood protection, we've got no beacons, we've got left beacon, right beacon, both beacons, not a beacon. Front fenders include Design 1 and Design 2. You cannot remove those. Addition 2, we've got the Design of the Line grid. We also have the Design Line exhaust, and then nada. Mirrors include a couple different ones that make it look like a big old happy puppet dog with his ears all hanging out. Warning signs include the or the and then goodness gracious. Front loader, we've got the Hauer, the Quickie, and Fendt. Yeah, we do have a Fendt and front loader tool pack, so that's cool. Get that. And then engines include 144, 171, 188, 209, 228, 246. So it doesn't really give you too much more horsepower than the base, but it is what it is. As far as main colors, everything you would expect, but it's got petrol blue, and that's all I care about. We also have a Design Line color, which is going to be the front loader, I'm sure. Yep. It is, and then rim colors, of course, are rim colors, so that's nice to have. Next to last vehicle thing is going to be the Steyr Profi CVT from Austria Mining. Ayo. This bad boy right here, 145 horsepower, 250 liters of fuel, 31 miles an hour, and 5.4 tons. As far as consoles, going to be 20 slots, very high there today. A lot of high console slot count mods. Interesting. Wheel brands include Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Midas, BKT, Vredstein, and Nokian. Front loaders include the Quickie, the Hauer, or none of them. You've also got engine options that include 145, 175 horsepower, so literally exactly what you would expect. Main color, we've got gold, and that's all that matters. Design color, do we have gold? We have gold, that's all that matters. Then rim color, gold it is. I'm gonna lease one of those because I want to take a picture. Next up, we got a Stara pack. This is the last piece of equipment as far as vehicles go that we're going to talk about today that's new for all platforms. The Stara Max 105 and the 150. Now, one of the great things is WholesFS has actually modified these instead of just converting them from Farming Simulator 17 and making them work. So huge shout out to him for taking the time to actually put some work in over this junk right here. Nonetheless, that's my one shout for the day. 105 horsepower on the 105, no shocker there. Manual transmission, 120 liters of fuel, 19 miles an hour. It's going to be 12 slots on consoles. We do have normal wheel brands on here as well, including Continental, which look absolutely incredible on this mod. But you do have the lizard tires where you can do like a rice or an auxiliary. You've also got the cage wheel on the back. Dual setups. We've got some fat boy narrow tires and a rice on default. So these are really cool. You can change these up to however you like. Beacon lights, of course, we've got yes and no, weights and fenders, yada, yada, yada. You can throw weights on the front and fenders. No front 3-point. We've got different exhausts, different windows, GPS, yes or no. Again, that doesn't do anything. It's just, you know, there you go. And then we have a reverse whistle. So it like beeps when you go back. Attacher, you can put a different attachment on there as well if you would like that. Yep, on the back, front loader, we've got yes and no. Looks like that's a Hauer? Quick, I don't know, it's one of the two. Main colors, we've got black and orange, rim colors, black and orange, and then you have your license plate. And we have exactly the same customization options for the Stara 105, or 150 rather, which is going to be 15 slots. Well guys, that's it for part 1 of the new mod video today. That is all of your maps and new vehicles for all platforms. Again, stay tuned for part 2. Check the first pinned comment to check out all of those. Otherwise, hope you enjoyed this video. Drop a like on it. Get subscribed if you do. Join the DjGoHam fam. Make sure notification bells are on as well. That way, you never miss daily farming simulator videos here on the channel. All being said, I hope you have a great day. We'll see you later. Peace.